Today we're going to look at a couple basics of scenarios. So I've got 3 files up here, and the first one is just a basic seat animation, and I've got just the seat folding down, doesn't do anything else. And I've labeled this user ASMG project, and I've saved this as a project so it'll create a scenario file automatically, and I'll show you that in just a second. And then user B is a very simple animation of a person making a couple moves. We want to combine these different assemblies and different scenarios into a master user. In this case, we created a master user project that has a SMG XML of the man and the seat already loaded, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But first I want to actually show you the folder that when we save a project, what you get. So here I've got a scenario folder, and again, when I save user ASMG project, it creates a folder. It creates a geometry file, an XML file, a scenario file, and a view file. And we're going to be concerned with these scenario files in both user A and B. So I've got my assembly here, and you can see the products that are already loaded, and I'll show you how to load those products. I'm going to add a couple of more. So I'm going to add a product, right mouse click, add product. And then let's first do just the seat SMG XML. And I can load that, and you can see it added another node here. And I'll just move that, but I don't want to move this in part mode. I want to move it in assembly mode because there's going to be an animation on that, and I don't want to mess it up. So select it in assembly mode, and then I'm going to move this back. Actually, let's move this over. Add another product, and we'll do one of the man. And now we have a man SMG XML. Again, I'm moving that out in assembly mode. And let's add one more product of the two of them put together, the man and the seat. So we can see, and added another one here. And I'm doing that at frame 0 again, so I don't want to create an animation. So now I've got a few different things loaded here, seats, assemblies, and there's no animation on there, so let's first load a scenario, product scenario, apply a scenario to the node. So user A made the seat animation, and I'm just going to default this at frame 0. I could specify where I want to put the animation here, but I'll do that again in just a second. So let's specify that at 0. And I can see it made that seat animation just going from 0 to 2 seconds. And let's add the scenario of the man moving, user B. Again, we'll leave that start at 0. And now we can see we've got the man moving and the seat moving down. And let's say we wanted to go ahead and modify that animation. We can do that again too. We just go back to our original scenario. We might take this and modify that. Let's rotate that back up at 3 seconds. So now the animation goes from down and back up. And if I save that, it's still going to resave that scenario. So all I have to do is go back to the original project, select user A scenario, and reload the scenario references. And now you can see the seat goes down and then back up. So I can modify animations, combine different scenarios, and place them where I want in the timelines. Again, real quick basics on scenarios.